how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to London. I'm gonna set you guys up here so I can speak to you guys easily. Yes, we are back in the UK and now it's back to routine. I don't think I go anywhere until mid-July. So I have a good 2 months where I can sort of knuckle down with the content and also the fitness. I'm still gonna be uploading every single week on YouTube, and also I'm gonna try and revive my Instagram a bit more. I've been kind of taking Instagram on the back seat in the last maybe year or so, just because I've been focusing a lot more on YouTube. And to be honest, I don't really miss Instagram as much because I really feel that I have a deeper connection with you guys on YouTube and I can express myself a bit more. On Instagram, it was more like fancy edits, cool shots, and didn't really have that connection with you guys. So I'm gonna try and maybe post a bit more on Instagram, maybe more of the lifestyle stuff. YouTube, obviously gonna keep uploading on YouTube. With the fitness, I will be cutting down a bit for the next couple months because I have been gaining a bit of fat over the last bulk and I wanna lose that. But I have weighed in at 81.5 kgs this morning, which means that I have lost a decent amount of weight. My peak bulk was at 85 kgs for the new guys here. And yeah, I'll show you the physique update, you know, later on in the video when I go to the gym. But I'm kind of worried that I'm holding a bit too much fat in my midsection at the moment, and I really don't want to get under maybe 78, 79 kilos because I think that just looks a bit too small for my liking. I'm 6 foot tall, so 78, 79 kgs is still relatively light. I feel like if I can get to a good 85 kg lean, like 12, 13% body fat, then that would be like a really, really good weight. But I think I'm probably a couple more bulks away from that. But with bodybuilding and building muscle, you guys have to understand that it takes a very, very long time. And I don't think I've been blessed with the most amazing genetics for building muscle either. I definitely wasted a lot of time in my early years that I didn't maximize those sort of newbie gains. So I'm playing kind of catch up in my late 20s at this stage. So I don't know how much more muscle is going to be able to be built, but you know, slow and steady, right? So yeah, with that being said, the plan for today is that I'm going to be taking you guys through what I'm eating to sort of lose weight in this initial fat loss phase. Right now, I'm estimating I'm going to be eating around 2,800 to 3,000 calories. Because I'm not really a bodybuilder, I'm not going on a prep to step on stage. I want to get to maybe a lean 12, 13% body fat. You know, that beach body look where you look good on the beach by the pool in the summer. And I think that's quite easy to get down to without really tracking your calories as meticulously. Obviously, you have to be quite mindful with the foods that you are eating and obviously eat in a deficit. But at this stage, all I need to do is just maybe eat a little bit under my maintenance for now. And if I can see myself getting leaner, then I can just keep it the same, you know, until I stop getting leaner, and then I can gradually reduce calories a little bit more in maybe like 4 or 5 weeks time. So yeah, I'll be taking you guys through what I'm eating. Also do a bit of work, a bit of editing. I've also got a few PR packages to open from my sponsor asrv, which I'm pretty excited to do. And we'll be hitting a chest workout later on in the day. So let's get into it. Okay, so I've just realized I don't have any eggs, and I normally have eggs for breakfast. So we're gonna have to pop to the shop very quickly.
I want you, baby. Night after night, I need your love. When everything's wrong, you come and make it right, yeah. And I feel so high in love. When it's cold, when it's dark, and I feel like I'm
shopping trip. Got a bit more than just eggs, but sometimes when you're a bit hungry, you just end up getting a load of stuff. So we got 3 boxes of eggs, some strawberries, some mince, because we're gonna make some bolognese later, some beef mince and some lamb mince. Got some turkey breast ham in case I get a bit hungry. Also have 2 carrots for the bolognese and also the celery sticks for the sofrito, baked beans, and of course we have the avocados for the healthy fats. Okay, so this is meal number 1. We have 3 eggs, 1 avocado, and 1 slice of toast. And this comes to roughly around 500 calories. And I'm gonna try and aim to have 4 meals a day, but I'm not really much of a breakfast eater, so I like to have my calories more towards the end of the day for lunch and dinner. So I'm just gonna eat this and then we're gonna head off and do a bit of work. Okay, so asrv have just sent me over one of their latest bags from their new collection. But most importantly, they've kindly agreed to give one of these bags away to you guys, as well as a $250 gift voucher in celebration of my 20,000 subscriber milestone. So if you guys would like the opportunity to win one of these bags as well as the gift card, all you have to do is subscribe to asrv's YouTube channel, follow their Instagram accounts, like this video, and comment down below what you like about my YouTube channel. And yeah, that'll be good feedback for me. I will leave this giveaway open for 7 days from the release of this video, and I will contact the winner. So happy winning. I will list all of the entry requirements in the description as well in case I didn't explain that properly. But yeah, good luck. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is now lunchtime and I'm gonna bulk make bolognese for the week. I normally like to do this at the start of the week, just so that when it gets a bit busy during the working day, I can just take out a little sachet from the freezer, cook that up, and then we're good to go. So I'm gonna make this, but for probably dinner. But for actual lunch, we are gonna make my classic chicken and rice, because obviously you haven't seen that enough already. So yeah, let's make it. Okay, so for the ingredients for this recipe, I like to use 2 types of meat. I normally like to use beef mince and lamb mince. I think the traditional bolognese, if I'm not mistaken, they use beef mince and also pork mince. But I find that pork mince is a bit too dry in the UK and it doesn't really taste of anything here. So I'm using lamb mince at the moment. This is 20% fat. So maybe towards the later stages of my cuts, I'm gonna replace this with pork, or maybe I'll just have beef mince only. I have 2 carrots, an onion and celery for the sofrito. Don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Tomato puree, and then we'll also use a vegetable stock as well, if I can find it. I don't know where my girlfriend has put everything. Here we go. So we'll use a stock as well. Some milk and some wine for the sauce. I think bolognese is one of those recipes where you cook it with a lot of liquid, mainly water. And Yeah, I think this is the most traditional recipe, but if any Italians are out there from Bologna, I think that's where bolognese originates from. If I'm not doing it correctly, please let me know and I will adjust my recipe. So I've just picked up quite an old Sony lens, which is the 16mm f2.8 lens. And this is a APS-C lens. And I wanted to pick this up because it's very, very compact. You can see that it's literally like maybe 2 centimeters, 4 centimeters. And I thought, you know, if I can put this on my camera that I'm using now, which is a Sony A7CR, it will turn into quite a portable travel camera, and I'm quite particular about the image quality on my videos. And I did pick up the Osmos Pocket 3 only about maybe a month ago, and it's working really good. I really like it for handheld vlogging because it does come with a gimbal, so the image is very stable. But in terms of actual getting B-roll, establishing shots, close-up shots, it doesn't really, I'm not the most happy with the image quality out of this. You know, for most people this is perfect, but just for me, I just like my videos to be a lot more crisp. So yeah, this is why I got that. So let's see how it looks. Okay, so now this is with the lens on the camera, and you can kind of see there's a bit of vignetting around the edges of the picture, and that's because the sensor on this camera is a full frame sensor, and the lens is made for crop censored cameras, and therefore the sensor is bigger than the, I don't know what you call that hole there where it goes in, but it's bigger than that, and that's why it's picking up a bit of the surrounding edges of that bit, that lens hole. So yeah, really happy with this lens. It's so light, like I don't even feel my arm even getting heavy. And also the 16mm is such a wide angle, so I don't even have to have my arm so far out like this. I can even bend it a bit, and my whole face and shoulder area is still in the shot. So yeah, really happy with this lens. It's so small, and it will be really good in terms of like a travel setup as well. You can put it into like a crossbody bag, very lightweight, and also it's quite cheap. I bought it for maybe just under £200. So if it does ever, you know, scratch or break, I'm not going to be too sad about it. Whereas if I have, this sort of lens, like this 20-70 f4 lens, and if something happens to that when I'm traveling, I will be a bit more, unhappy. So yeah, really happy with this. I'll show you what it looks like cropped in without the vignetting. And this is how it looks. It doesn't look too bad. This will be a 24mm equivalent focal length, because the crop mode will be times 1.5. And here I will have to sort of stretch my arm out a little bit more. But I quite like the vignetting for a stylistic choice. I've seen some YouTubers use it now, and I do quite like that. It also helps sort of with the vlogging and stuff. So I think maybe like sort of like point of view shots, you can have like the vignetting, and establishing shots or just normal shots, still static shots, I can have with the cropped in mode at 24 mils. As always, we started off the workouts with a compound exercise, and I felt pretty good today. Energy levels were good. However, I really struggled to hit my usual rep range of 4 to 6 reps on 100 kilos. My whole life I've been used to just getting stronger and stronger, and this session was maybe one of the first sessions where I felt noticeably weaker. And then I came to the realization that I have lost a good 4 kilos in the last couple months. So it's only natural that when you're in a caloric deficit and you're in a fat loss phase, that strength may take a hit due to lower energy and also fatigue, as it may take longer to recover from sessions. Either way, I think when you're losing weight, try not to be too harsh on yourself if you're losing strength, because it is something that is bound to happen. As long as we are lifting more or less the same weights, but maybe for lower reps, training intensity is high, then we can be very happy with ourselves. And I do like to keep some of the big 3 lifts in my workout program more for an indication that I am keeping strength, because it can be also very easy to just do lighter weights and higher reps. But from my experience, you really do have to lift heavy to maintain as much muscle as possible, to send signals to your body that you need to hold all of this muscle mass. And then afterwards, the following exercises I will train to failure and just try and feel the contraction and stretch in the muscle.